And in this video we're going to go over how to add a table to a freeform content feature in MyBrevard. So we're going to use our text editor again for this, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the edit content option, and we're going to open up this first element in our freeform content feature. So this is our text editor here, and let me go ahead and delete this filler text. Tables are really great if you need to organize specific pieces of information. For example, a list of individuals in your office with their phone numbers or email addresses. You may want to have a list of documents, so you can have the title of the document and then a link to the document next to the title. So there's a lot of different things you can use a table for. You can even use them to add images so that they're evenly spaced throughout the element that you're using. But let's go ahead and just start with getting the table in here. The first thing we want to do is click on the table option, and in the insert table area we can go ahead and just highlight the number of rows we would like and the number of columns. So we've got all of our columns here across the top, all of our rows here. We can easily create up to a 10 by 10 just by clicking, and if you need more than 10 by 10, which is probably something you might want to consider putting in an external document, but if you do need more than 10 by 10, you can go into the properties after the table is created and edit that. So let's go ahead and just do a 2 by 2 for this example, and we see that we've got our table here, but it's really small and kind of hard to do anything with right now. So let's go back into our table menu and click on the table properties option, and let's set some properties for this table. So we'll go ahead and make this table 200 pixels by 200 pixels, so each of our squares will be about 100 pixels. If we want the alignment in the center, we can do a center alignment. Let's just keep it as a left alignment for now. So when we save that change, we now have our 4 boxes here, and we can add whatever information we need to add. Alright, so let's go ahead and use this table just to provide some basic information. Let's just say that I wanted to provide my name and information here. Let's go ahead and do Doug Miller. Well, let's do this. Let's do name and email. And then in the next box below, we might want to put my name and my email address. Now notice this table will try to automatically adjust the size of everything, so it'll keep your rows together and your columns together, but if things are going to be wider than the width of that column, it will go ahead and push it over a little bit as needed. So keep that in mind. Once we've got all this in here, we can go ahead and do a little bit more formatting if needed. Let's just do a 1 pixel border. This would be where you adjust the color. This is where you're going to actually add the width. So there's our border with our standard color, and if we would like to make this table a little bigger so that my name is on one line, I think we might want to go with 300 pixel width here, and that's looking a little bit better. We want to make sure our headings stand out. We can bold those and save all of our changes. Now we've got a nice table here in our freeform content area. So that's the basics of adding a table. There's definitely lots of options here when you get into formatting your table, but that's the basic premise for getting things started. Create the number of columns and rows you need, format them as you need to, and make sure that your content is in the right place.